Bar Stool Sports. Titus, Brandon Walker. Mostly Sports.
Welcome to Mostly Sports, presented by Jägermeister. I'm Mark Titus. He is Brandon Walker. Today is Wednesday, May 7th, and how about those motherfucking Indiana Pacers? We are live from Chicago. How about them, Brandon, huh?
Good.
All right. We are live from Chicago. We are brought to you by Jägermeister. Wherever you're at, if you're hanging with friends or at the bar, maybe doing all the sports stuff or just the Mostly Sports stuff, call the shots. Cheers with ice cold 0 degree Fahrenheit. 56.
He said Fahrenheit.
That gets you going, but the Indiana Pacers don't. Fucking Pacers won't get you going.
I got something to say about the Pacers.
All right.
But finish the ad.
Fahrenheit?
Fahrenheit, yeah.
0 degrees Fahrenheit, 56 botanicals. Remember to check Jägermeister out at Jägermeister.com. Drink responsibly. Jägermeister, the core 35% alcohol by volume, imported by Mass Jägermeister U.S., White Plains, New York. What do you have to say about the Indiana motherfucking Pacers, Brandon?
Well, don't think I'm not on to you.
What?
Don't think don't think we don't see you. Hold on. You, Mark Titus. You just go in and out of being a diehard Pacers fan.
What are you talking about?
You just
what do you throw?
You just keep the Pacers. You keep the Pacers in a trunk in your closet, and then when they go up 2-0 in the playoffs, you keep the Pacers out. You just show up in the playoffs like Mr. Pacer. Like look at me, I'm an Indiana Pacer guy. And you're where's this energy in March? Where's this energy in November?
A guy can't protect his heart.
What does that even mean?
I'm scared to feel, Brandon.
Well,
I'm scared to put my heart on the line. And then Tyrese Haliburton last night gave me a big hug and a kiss on the forehead and said, "It's okay, I got you."
He nuzzled you?
Yeah, he just gave me a kiss on the forehead and said, "You're a sweet boy. Just go to sleep. It's okay. I'll take care of everything."
Did he make you feel like the best boy?
Yeah.
All right, question.
I just some might say I'm a front runner. Some might say I only care about the Pacers when they're good. When they're not,
I would say all of those things.
I shrug my shoulders and I say same old Pacers.
Sure. All these are
all of these are probably accurate assessments of the situation.
All right.
Be that as it may, the Pacers are winning. Therefore, I'm going to be happy.
Does the Pacers hat put itself on your head when they win? Like you're walking out, you take a shower, you walk out of your bedroom door and the Pacers hat just flies around your house and lands.
The Pacers are not. The Pacers for most of my life were not I don't know.
They've never been a laughing stock. They've never been
a laughing stock. But
good.
It's hard because every time I talk about it, people then lose their fucking minds because they're like, "How do you grow up in the '90s and in Indiana and not love the Pacers?" You had Reggie Miller, and then I say I don't know how to explain it. I was a college basketball household. I would watch the Pacers every time I did. I realized they were good enough to be the team that. They were good enough to be like the jobber for the real team.
Right.
They were good enough to always lose to MJ. They were good enough to always
get on the poster.
Yeah. Every time it was just like you set them up just to knock them down. And I kind of realized, and I also didn't like Reggie, which again, as people are going to lose their fucking minds over, because every time I say that, they're like, "How is that possible?"
I don't love Reggie either.
I said Reggie is a flopper. He was a scorer who couldn't really score that much. I was just kind of like, I'm not going to like this guy because he just wears Indiana on his chest. I liked a lot of the other Pacers though. But finally, at long last, Brandon, this iteration of the Indiana Pacers, they're doing it for me.
Yeah,
they're making a move, and I'm starting to, and it does feel sort of similar to, this is a common thing with the Pacers is they're good enough they'll probably lose to the Celtics. The Celtics will probably beat the Knicks, and then the Pacers will lose in the Eastern Conference Finals to the Celtics. But I don't really care because they're so fucking fun, and they're fun in a way like the old school Pacers, and even like the Paul George era Pacers. A lot of times were grinded out like defensive-minded type teams,
Yeah.
And this team is not that, even though they can play defense when they need to. They are balanced scoring, move the basketball. Tyrese Haliburton is I saw a stat right before we went on air. He's 10 for 11 this year on shots with less than 2 minutes to tie or take the lead.
That's pretty stupid.
10 for 11 on the season.
That's pretty crazy.
It's fucking crazy. There's so much fun. I can't get enough of it. And yeah, maybe I am a front runner. But what's the harm in that?
So the question is,
what's the harm in that, Brandon?
What in the hell is happening in the NBA playoffs? What is happening? It's not just that these top seeds are losing, and the Cavs have a very good excuse for losing. You know, they had 3 prime contributors out last night: Mobley, DeAndre Hunter, and Darius Garland, all out. You know, they look like they had it in the bag for a while, but the last 3 times this has happened, let's see, the Celtics blew a 20-point lead against the Knicks. Yep. The Cavs blew a what was the lead last night? Was it?
It was 20. Yeah.
It was 20. It was 20. It was 20, and then it was 14 going in the fourth quarter.
Pacers are the first team in NBA history or in the play-by-play era. Sorry, which is when the NBA started. Mm-hmm. That's the only NBA history we know. First team to come back from down 20 to win twice in the same playoffs.
And the Thunder.
And it happened in a week from one of the 2 instances were 1 week apart.
And the Thunder blew a 10-point lead in 2 minutes the other night. Are these teams just losing their focus and concentration when they get up so big? Is it just there's not much separation? What is happening in the NBA?
I don't know.
You tell me. Okay, good.
I don't know.
Good.
I don't know. I don't fucking know, man.
I don't either.
I don't know because they're all kind of different. Like the Celtics they just kept shooting threes, and there's high variance with 3-point shooting, as we know.
Sure.
So maybe the
Thunder
it's
just
that,
blew
but
it.
then it's also like the Thunder just blew it, and we're fouling, making dumb coaching decisions, missing free throws. The Cavs were just it felt just like a standard choke. It just felt like they were turning it over.
Your run-of-the-mill choke.
Not rebounding on free throws. Yeah, just a run-of-the-mill choke. Haliburton, I mean, holy fuck, dude. Holy fuck, Haliburton. Never mind the shot, but like the free throw. Did he miss it on purpose? Did he miss it on purpose?
I don't know. But it
felt like exactly the way everything transpired. It looked like that's exactly what he meant to do. He got his own rebound. He missed it.
Yeah, well, he
missed his short. He got his own rebound. He pulls it out.
More of a line drive he would have thrown at it.
I don't know. I think that's always the mistake people make with the missed free throw. Potentially is the line drive. I don't think he did miss it on purpose because that's not a miss it on purpose situation. But now that it transpired the way it did, I think if I was him, I'd be like, yeah, I meant to do that.
Sure did. Yeah.
I meant to do that. That's why I grabbed my own rebound.
Here's what I wanted to do. I want to miss the free throw. I want to go in there. I want to get it. I want to bring it back out. I want to chill for a second. Then I want to shoot a step back 3, and I win the game.
Yeah, and I knew that was going to happen, so I missed it on purpose. Ebo, have the nerds got a hold of the missed free throw? Because I swear when I watch the missed free throw on purpose, because I swear when I watch basketball and guys try to do it, I'm of the belief that if you put me in that situation, I would think that the best way to go about it is throw it a mile in the air and have it hit the rim and like bounce up in the air really high. But it seems like everybody just goes for the line drive, and it almost never works on the line drive.
I don't know because NBA players are so skilled and so precise shooting. Like if you go into an open gym and you give them 50 open shots, they're going to make 50 open shots. They should maybe drill it more. I don't know if they're drilling it like that. Someone's got to perfect it. Like someone eventually, like, you know how they put the ball on the ground for the onside kick?
Yeah.
Someone is going to come along and perfectly perfect. Maybe it's like you go granny style with a ton of backspin on it. And like you said, you throw it super, super high.
I think you could also, like, if you're a good shooter, you should be able to line up like you're going to make the free throw and then aim, just like move like 6 inches to the right or left, and then try to like bank it off the glass and hit the side of the rim maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. But the way Haliburton's free throw, again, I don't think he meant to do it on purpose, but it felt like maybe he did because it just bounced so perfectly, and he just hit the front rim and hung up in the air, and he went and got it.
But it did also fall on it being tipped originally by people down towards the block. So it's like, I don't know.
So maybe you're trying to bait the tip?
That could be the thing.
Bait the tip.
Bait the tip.
How do you bait the tip?
Yeah. Just bait the tip a little bit.
Yeah, you're just going to bait the tip. So
tell me how you
have
bait
to,
the tip.
You have to.
Evo, in your history, how have you baited the tip? You're the one that said the phrase.
I think, and again, I think soft is the answer. Yeah. I think
you think soft touch?
So the mistake is people do it hard.
They do it hard, and I think a soft touch is what you need to bait the tip.
You don't think it should be hard around the rim?
No. Okay. No, not at all. How about the big ball celebration, Brandon?
Love it. I think it's one of the better celebrations we've ever come up with.
As first reported on Mostly Sports, not a technical foul.
Yep.
That's right.
So if you were watching that last night and you were saying to yourself, where's the technical foul in Tyrese Haliburton celebration? To that, I'd say go watch Go watch the interview we did with Ref Rob, and he told us that's not a technical foul.
Because
the refs got it right.
Because you're cradling your own balls.
Yeah, the refs got it right. Will certainly be fined for his big ball celebration, popularized by Sam Cassell, who got it from Major League 2 after his game winner against the Cavs. I've been waiting for that, man. I'll take the fine gladly. That's fucking awesome. Imagine being so clutch and so awesome at hitting last-second shots and game winners. And being a basketball hero that you, like, actually think about what you're going to do the next time it happens.
Mm-hmm.
Like you hit all these
like you have an account for your fines.
Yeah.
Put money aside. Yeah.
But the fact that he said, like, I've been waiting for that. I knew I was going to do that the next time. He's
now technically,
like most of us, we hit one shot and you're like, oh shit, I should have been better prepared for that. Tyrese Haliburton's like, yeah, next time I hit a game-winning step back in the playoffs, I think I'm going to do the big balls. Then 1 week later, that's what he does.
He could be carrying something.
Yeah.
He could be carrying like a chair. He could be carrying a chair.
Yeah.
He could be rocking a baby.
That'd be a big baby.
Yeah, what
Why would you hold the baby down low like that?
I don't know.
Could be waxing a bowling ball.
Waxing a bowling ball, yeah.
Is today Ebo Day or is tomorrow Ebo Day?
It's Monday.
I don't think it's Monday, but
It's Monday. It's Monday.
Today's 5/7.
Today is 5/7.
Tomorrow's 5/8. Should be like.
Might be. Is this Ebo week? Is this all Ebo week?
Which
Well, you guys are doing a real dog shit
would you rather
job celebrating.
would you rather be today
Not
or
very
tomorrow?
festive.
Or maybe surely not the
That's
9th.
Friday.
5-5 to 5. Oh, there we go. Happy Short King Week. 5-5 to 5-9 to those who celebrate.
Do you celebrate? All right.
The problem with making jokes about Ebo
Uh-huh.
is that a lot of them go over his head.
Zoom, zoom, zoom. Okay. The step back three.
Mm-hmm.
If you showed the step back three to a coach or a player who coached or played before like 2004, they would pass out. Mm-hmm. They would just be, what is this? What sort of sorcery is this? A three-pointer had to be almost a set shot or just, in rhythm or whatever. The step back three or the step back jumper has been a weapon for a while. But the step back three, there is no – if Tyrese Haliburton has the ball with 5 seconds left and in his mind he's going to do a step back three, it's just a matter of if he makes it or not. You're not stopping
Nothing
it.
you can do about it.
There's nothing you can do about it because he's getting the shot that he wants. You just have to hope that he misses it. The step back three as a weapon has kind of changed.
It's unguardable.
It's kind of changed basketball. When if guys are good at it and they have that in their pocket, they can score whenever they want.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a shot that we see routinely, and we see a lot of players just break. Like Tatum the other night tried to do it 4 times in a row and missed all 4.
Yeah.
We see it so routinely. It's not a big deal to see it anymore, but it is absolutely probably within the last 10 to 15 years a weapon.
Yeah.
It wasn't before.
It's the only one-on-one move I have.
The step back three?
Yeah. Yeah, we play one-on-one in practice, and I'd just be shitting my pants like, how am I going to score on Evan Turner?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I guess I'll just step back three. Because it's unguardable. It's like if the guy – yeah, you just hope he misses. And especially in that situation, Ty Jerome got cooked. He did like Haliburton to set up the free throw, just drove right past Ty Jerome.
Yeah.
And then got fouled, or maybe he didn't, by Donovan Mitchell. And then he goes to the free throw line, and now Ty Jerome's guarding him, and Haliburton tries to dribble past him. Of course, Ty Jerome's going to be like, "Oh fuck, I can't let you beat me off the dribble again." And Haliburton said, "Watch this.
So I'm going to step back.
I'm going to step back on this time."
Yeah.
I don't know how you guard it.
You can't.
Mm-hmm. Unless you're like, the only way is just if you have like an 8-inch height advantage, long fucking arms,
or if you're really good defensively,
or you just like don't. Yeah. You just don't. You don't worry about him driving by you.
You just don't even like if he goes to drive by you, you don't even turn.
You don't really.
You just stand there and wait for it. Well, eventually he might step back.
Yeah.
And you be ready for the step.
Which is kind of what, kind of how you guard the Celtics, I think, at this point. You just like assume they're going to shoot
just stand at the line, and if they go past,
you're
don't
just
even,
you're
don't
like,
even turn around.
Yeah, they're not going to take the wide open layup.
They'll be back. Don't worry about it. They'll be back.
The ball will find its way back to this line. Stand here and wait.
Ebo, do you know the injury situations for the Cavs? Because obviously last night with Mobley out with
Garland,
yes, and DeAndre Hunter.
DeAndre
With all those guys out, they're kind of playing against a loaded deck. But are they out for the series? Are they out for what are we talking about? Mobley was a late scratch, right? He wasn't planned to be out.
They're just not nearly as athletic as they are with those three guys on the floor. I mean, DeAndre Hunter is like a legit athletic wing, and Evan Mobley is maybe one of the two best defensive players in basketball, at least rim protectors. Like I wouldn't say they're out.
Right, but are they going to play?
They're not out of the series at all.
They're not. Right? No. I'm saying.
I don't know.
Are those three players out of the series?
It's all sprained.
It's all sprained. So
everything.
They could all play
sprain this, sprain that. Yeah.
Cavs are not out of the series as long as if those players are out of the series, the Cavs are out of the series.
Sprain this, sprain that.
No, that's literally what it is. It's a sprained ankle, sprained left big toe.
The sprained toe is a little bit of a problem. Sprained ankle, I think, is not a non-issue for my
sprained right thumb.
Time as a med student. But
I don't know. We're missing games because of our sprained right thumbs. I could sprain my thumb right now.
Do it. You won't.
My whole body's a sprain.
Yeah, true.
Has been sprained for. Sprain's a weird word.
Mm-hmm.
You said it like 5 times, and now you don't think it's a word.
Yeah, sprain. Steph got a sprain too, right? Everybody sprained.
Yeah.
Everybody's
sprained.
No, he had a strain.
He had a strain.
Last night was hamstring. Yeah.
All right.
Hold on, is he strained or sprained?
He's strained.
So what's
all right? Yep.
Like
what's the
pasta.
Pull up
what's the difference in strained and sprained?
Pull up an anatomy chart.
What?
I don't know how it's going to help us. But
I'm gonna guess that a sprain is part of the bone, is when the bone fractures, and a strain is when the muscle.
Wait.
A strain.
Hold on, I got it. Hold on.
Hold on, everybody.
I think I have it. TJ, don't say it yet. A strain is a muscle. A sprain is a ligament.
Say it again.
A sprain is ligaments. A strain is your muscles.
That's correct.
That's right.
Or tendon.
A strain involves damage to a muscle or tendon, while a sprain involves damage to a ligament. Why didn't you say that,
you
Evo?
Sprain.
I said bones.
Your MCL.
Mm-hmm.
You strain your calf.
I was pre-med for a semester, not to brag. Not to
That's
brag.
not anything to brag about.
I was almost a doctor.
Why would you?
I was
brag
one
about?
semester away, or
You were one semester in.
away from not being a doctor, from not being on the path.
Dr. Mark.
Yeah, I was one semester down the path, and then I said, nah.
You'd still be in school.
I probably would be, yeah. And that's why I didn't want to do it. I thought you could just say it. I thought you could just be like, I want to be a doctor.
I don't like that.
I have I graduated 2018. I have friends that are like just now going to residency. I'm like,
yeah.
How are you still in school?
The more I looked into it, the more I was like, that's a lot of fucking work, man. I don't want to do all this.
I don't like Dr. Titus.
That would be alarming to you.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like Dr.
What about
Titus.
Mark Titus, JD, or RN?
What's JD stand? That's a lawyer.
That's a lawyer, right?
Yeah.
RN is registered nurse.
Yeah.
So would
RN?
Nurse Titus would be funny.
Nurse Titus?
I'd watch that sitcom, Nurse Titus.
Yeah. You got to go to extra school to be a nurse?
Most.
Yeah. I think there's some like 5-year programs, but I think there are people who graduate undergrad, no nursing degree, and then go and do like 2 years of nursing.
2 years of nursing school?
Yeah.
I didn't know all that. I just thought you just go to nursing school while you're in undergrad.
So we had that. It's like, but you had to be accepted into it, and there was only a certain amount of people that got in the cohort, and so the people that got left out basically went and did like pre-med tracks, I guess, or like some sort of like medical adjacent thing, and then they would go and do like a 1 or 2 year program.
Are nurses in this country still doing TikTok dances and shit?
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
Because I feel like I haven't seen that in a while. We need to do what the white women are up to.
We gotta get back
What
to
are the
banging
white
the
women
pots
up
in the
to?
pants
Yeah.
too.
Like you remember that era where like the nurses are just pumping out. They still doing that?
Yes.
Algorithm's just not.
I have a new subgenre related to that.
Mm-hmm.
Dental assistants. I swear, I see dental assistants who are just popping off on the timeline.
What do they do? They're doing TikTok dances?
Yeah. Or they'll do like cool transition videos where they're like,
This is a TikTok search for dental assistant.
I just saw one that it was dental prom. Speaking of prom, we were talking about yesterday.
I love this shit, man. They're on the clock. They're like, your teeth look great. Let me go get the dentist, and then they go around the corner and.
Oh well, no, there's one girl who just cleans all the equipment And people are very attracted to her, and they
yeah.
flood her comments.
So she's not on dental assistant TikTok. She's on hot girl TikTok.
Hot girl TikTok, yeah.
But she's a dental assistant.
Yeah, but she's using that as her. Yeah, that's her way in. But she's
that's what the nurses were doing too.
Can we watch one of these?
Pick one.
Preferably someone on the clock. Yeah, top right maybe. Just top right. She looks like she's on the clock. That's what.
See? Whoa, what was that?
There was a nude mixed in there.
Oh, there was? Oh, shit.
I believe that was a direct path to click on my OnlyFans.
Yep.
Flash.
That's what I'm saying.
She flashed a nude on us?
I believe there was a one-frame, scandalously clad photo. Yeah, she was in lingerie.
Yeah, you're never.
Oh.
The thing about those videos.
You're never far.
You're never going to be able to time it up, though, and try and pause the.
What's the longest you've ever gone trying to time it up?
Probably good 5 minutes. Not on those, but long time ago. That was a different me.
So I'm
nothing is real, man. What do you mean she's not really?
Was she Maria the Dental?
That's Maria the Dental.
Yeah, I don't.
It sounds like a Game of Thrones nickname.
So you're sniffing Kizzy, but you think this is just like a set somewhere?
Yeah, like
She's not actually.
There's a whole genre on TikTok now, like people impersonating like blue collar or the average man or the average person in order to garner sympathy and get them to buy like their product or follow.
Oh yeah.
Like there's a big one where it's like my grandfather invented this product and no one is buying it at his local store. Please show support. And it's just like they got a random video of an old man and just their hands, and then it's just like a product they bought on Temu.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
You're saying she does not work at a dental place?
No.
Yeah, I don't like that. I like the real nurses. I like the nurses that are in dental hygiene. What are their titles? Dental hygienist?
Yeah, and
dental assistant.
Dental.
Also,
like
I like when they're.
this.
Oh yeah.
But then it's just some like drop shipped bullshit.
Oh.
Well, what was that? That was Legos?
Yeah, my grandfather invented Legos.
I like the.
No one's buying it. Please support.
I like the nurse videos where they just have like a really long caption where it's like it's a 54-hour shift and you know and you're a single mom and yada, and it's just like it's just an essay, and then they're just dancing in the hallway.
Well, you've seen the one where somebody got exposed. She like did a at the end of the 12-hour shift, just lost a patient. I'm going through it. Yeah. And somebody showed the behind the scenes of her setting it up, and
it's good shit, man.
Yeah, that is always the
good shit.
When you go behind the curtain of like the setup of those types of videos where it's like you're crying or doing something in the camera in public specifically.
Yeah.
It's really, I don't know, bleak.
I gotta get back to what the white women are up to, man. I fell off. I really did. I fell off and
Legree Pilates.
What are you
saying?
Legree?
Yeah.
I think that's what's hot in this.
Keith Legree, who played for the Cincinnati Bearcats in 1995?
Yeah.
Okay.
He started Pilates studio, I believe. They're also doing who's the woman in New York City that does the jumping exercises?
Oh, they put on like the bungees?
Yeah, they put on the bungees. Yeah. That's big.
Yeah. I think we played that in the early days of most of sports. I think that was one of the original what the white women are up to.
But now it's become like the hottest thing to do in New York City. There's like a woman with a very specific studio that is like all the influencers go to.
So what are the white women up to? Does anybody know?
Yeah, should we just do it now? Figure it out?
We gotta figure them out.
I'll get my best guys on it.
You don't what?
Well, let's figure it out.
Who are your best guys?
Matcha's
super hot.
Matcha's in.
Matcha's so in that they're running out.
What's matcha?
What?
Matcha's stone ground like green tea.
I didn't like.
You ever see somebody with like a green looking coffee drink?
You like matcha, Brandon?
I never had it, but I feel like I would like matcha. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
You wouldn't like it.
Yeah.
Tastes like grass.
Why, Mark?
Why don't you suck my dick? Why don't you matcha my dick? I'm sorry. Messed that up.
Why don't you suck on my dick? Matcha.
Yeah,
Matcha?
I was big on matcha in 2018. I stopped drinking coffee for like a year.
I don't want no green drinks.
So, like, is kombucha out? We still doing kombucha?
I think sriracha's out too.
Sriracha?
So they ran out of
Wait
sriracha.
a second.
The original manufacturers of sriracha ran out of the source chili, so they had to try and reinvent it.
Why do you know that?
I know a bunch of bullshit about nothing. Yeah.
I think avocado toast is kind of out because it's like chuggy and millennial to like avocado toast.
Really?
Yeah. Like you don't even do toast.
Really?
You do like egg whites.
Chuggy means like shit that normal like default white people like.
Yeah, I'm as chuggy as it gets.
Yeah.
So to recap,
I fucking love chuggy.
Matcha, they're running out.
Matcha in.
Sriracha, they ran out.
Sriracha out. Kombucha out.
Yeah.
I think Pilates is like the number one.
Pilates
is like number one.
Yeah,
What?
Pilates is great.
Like yoga's out. Pilates.
Why the fuck, Ebo, do you have to pay extra at a gym for Pilates but not yoga? Make that make sense.
Did you use the reformer?
Well, it's like just take you got a teacher in the yoga class. You got a teacher in the Pilates class. Why are you paying extra for Pilates? You're using the reformer. Just wipe it down. I don't understand.
All right, give me the elevator pitch.
Just wipe it. Yeah.
What's Pilates? What separates Pilates? What are they doing?
It's like
it's really like in
resistance.
Well, the reformer is all body weight resistance, but it's a lot of like small movements like this, activating like stabilizing muscles that maybe you don't.
Pilates is shit that like chicks were doing for a while, and then somewhere along the lines, like boyfriends and husbands got invited, and then women started like doing this, recording the boyfriends and husbands struggling, and then it went from like. When men would see other men do Pilates, they're like, "That's pretty gay." To now, like you realize how hard it is, and now I think like men are slowly dipping their toes into it.
I'm
gonna have that weird looking machine.
It's called a reformer. Yeah,
it's hard, dude. It's hard.
I'm in on the workout class game now as a former like gym bro, fucking three lift guy. I like going to the classes.
You basically just like hold a pose, Brandon, and then you just like make like one tiny movement as you're holding a pose, and it will fuck you up.
I don't know all these.
And somehow every single pose, your taint hurts.
These all look like dares. These all look like dares, or you're sitting around drunk. What if I just did this?
Yeah.
Bet you won't do this.
The thing is that you'll wake up the next morning, Brandon, and there'll be like a muscle in your hip flexor, and then another one in your glute that's just like it feels like a rock is in your body, and you're like, I didn't even know this muscle existed.
Yeah,
buddy, I played 9 holes of golf yesterday afternoon, and I want to die right now. I want to die. I didn't want to wake up this morning. I almost went home before the show. I might go home between now and the end. I'm just dead.
9 holes of golf.
I think I'm sick.
Is it the hips?
I got a little headache. No, it's not the hips. It's more the quads are screaming. Yeah, I don't know. And I have a headache and tired.
Yeah. Were you sleeping on a pair of headphones on this couch earlier?
No.
You got the worst luck.
I didn't sleep on the couch today.
Really?
Okay. I'm lying. Steven Singer Jewelers. Mother's Day is Sunday. Everyone knows that flowers, especially roses, are the number one gift mom wants on Mother's Day, but here's the thing. A week later, they're in the trash. Garbage, gone, nada, nothing left but a memory and a credit card bill. The moms in your life deserve a gift they'll cherish forever, so here it is. Picture it, a real long-stemmed American Beauty rose deeply dipped in pure 24-karat gold. It's guaranteed to last forever. Go right now to IHateStevenSinger.com and click on the roses to see his entire collection of exclusive colors perfect for mom. Starting at just $59, it arrives in an impressive gift box with your own personalized Mother's Day card. Don't miss out on free shipping to arrive on time. Free shipping ends at 2 p.m. Eastern Time today. Nothing says I love you like a real, authentic Steven Singer 24-karat gold dip rose that lasts forever. Only available at Steven Singer Jewelers. That's IHateStevenSinger.com.
1,643 NBA games.
Yes.
Has there been a lead of 7 or more points in the final minute of the game?
Okay.
Of those 1,643 games, only 3 times has the team trailing gone on to win the game. Twice of them have happened in the last week.
This doesn't,
from the Indiana Pacers.
This doesn't. What? No, that can't be right. You're saying, okay, hold on.
That's what the stat.
This season,
I texted.
In the only era, and it's in the era. The only era that matters.
In the only era that matters, the play-by-play era.
1,643 games had a 7-point lead in the fourth quarter. And
no, not fourth quarter. Final minute of the game.
Final minute. Okay. That makes a lot more sense.
There's the stat. I texted the group that you. What a stat from ESPN research. Since 1997-98, teams are. This is. I feel like I'm going crazy that like this wasn't a thing until this playoffs. Are we all in agreement with that?
Yes.
That like
yes, correct.
There was never stats were never framed as like since 1998.
3 weeks
until
ago,
3 weeks ago. Teams are 3 and 1,640 when trailing by 7+ in the final minute of the fourth quarter OT. The Pacers this postseason have 2 of those wins.
Why did they decide to do? Why are they hitting the play-by-play arrow so hard?
I don't know what happened.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't.
Nothing.
I don't. What happened?
This is a ploy by big play-by-play. I think.
Who is big play-by-play? Is there somebody behind?
Who
the curtain?
invented the play-by-play era?
This might be a thing now hold on.
You're the one talking.
Created by LeBron sexuals to erase the era of before and make it seem like less than because it did not occur.
Oh, I like this.
Era.
I like this.
But why would he go to 98 and not like 2002?
Because it gives you just enough Michael Jordan that he wasn't as good in the back years.
Yeah, it was
his later years.
Jordan's last championship.
Yeah.
So everything Jordan accomplished was in the play-by-play era. That's genius. I like that, Ebo.
It's Jordan erasure by guys like you.
I haven't. I was there for Jordan. I know everything about Jordan. I'm not. I don't have to erase Jordan.
What does it feel like to consume basketball play-by-play era? Do you remember how different it was?
Oh God, Ebo, you wouldn't understand.
Some analyses that you can do with the NBA play-by-play.
The Dark Ages.
The era.
Oh wait.
Dark Ages.
Which era do you like the best, Mark?
The Dark Ages.
I like the box era.
The box era.
I was a big box era guy.
The Dark Ages, funny enough, were actually the extremely white ages.
Yes.
Bit of a misnomer. The Dark Ages were actually.
Oh, I think you were accidentally racist there. If you want to sing a little bit of your song.
And then Data Ball started in '97.
This is when they started doing each of these things.
So yeah, zoom in. I can't really read that. Sorry.
Yes.
'Cause I'm a white man.
Dark Ages, we just had lineup and score. We had points, rebounds, assists, field goals, free throws, some complete game logs, which means
what's that word? Is that fuzzier?
Fuzzier team efficiency estimate.
What's a game log? Is that not just play by play?
I think that's quarters and whatnot, right? Or is that quarters and who made the shot?
I think
where?
game log just means that they would group it by games individually, whereas less when they might just group multiple games together or something.
Oh, in the box era, they had full box with offensive rebounds, steals, blocks, team turnovers, individual turnovers, complete game logs, and seasonal plus minus.
So they would do. So you're saying they would the game would happen. They'd be like, this guy had this many points, this many rebounds, this many assists. But 1 week later, the game from last week, we just threw it in the garbage. We don't remember it.
It would just go into
We didn't.
They would add it together, but yeah, they don't.
Yeah,
have
we didn't actually log it.
Yeah.
Each individual game.
Yeah.
Okay. And then in 1998, someone was like, "What if we tracked every single play?" All right.
Play-by-play, synergy tracking, and then optical tracking.
Changed everything.
Optical is where you look in the player's eyes. Okay.
Could be.
All right.
What is it, online?
What else? We didn't even talk about. I mean, the Steph is going to be out for game 2, but the Warriors won, no problem. That's the problem with the Wolves. They got a couple of 85-point stinkers in them every now and then.
0 for 16 from the 3-point line at one point.
I think
before they finally made one.
Yeah, I think the Edwards 1 point in the first half.
1 point in the first half.
Yeah.
Woof.
Double
Woof.
Gross.
Yeah, I know.
That's a woof from the Wolves. How about Pat Spencer, huh? How about that guy?
Crazy. The running hook shot.
This is existence.
I love everything about that guy. I
thought it was AI today when I saw the highlight.
There was
the running hook shot. I thought somebody just put themselves into a clip.
I love his name, just Pat Spencer.
Yep.
I love his the way he looks. He's got just like a fucking like a dad mustache. Just looks like anyone's dad mowing the lawn. He wears number 61. Love that. Not really sure why he wears 61. but I love it.
I'm telling you, you think I'm joking? I think some AI took a white guy from 1961 who was just playing in the league and put his highlight in there and was trying to fool us.
It might be crazier than that. His actual story.
You know his backstory that he played lacrosse, and he's in the NBA as just like a side gig. He's doing this as a side gig.
How are these lacrosse players just showing up other places?
I don't know. It's a horrible look for basketball.
The lacrosse players
just let a guy who just played lacrosse just be like, yeah, fuck it, I'll just go play in the NBA. Why not?
It was a college lacrosse record for career assists.
He was a stud lacrosse player.
Wait, what the fuck?
And then he just decided to play basketball.
They took him number 1 overall in the PLL draft when they started the league, and he was just like, I'm gonna try playing the NBA instead.
And he
4-time All-American in college.
He was born on Independence Day.
that one's not really.
And his brothers came.
That's what stands out to you.
Well, this is like an American hero.
A guy who played lacrosse is now playing playoff basketball in the NBA.
But right underneath that, he was.
And your birthday.
And the thing that stands out to you is that he's born on July 4th.
You said it like it was the most amazing fact ever.
No, what the fuck?
Oh, holy shit! Hold on.
No, hold up,
guys. I got something.
But also, he was born in the town over from me, North Wales.
What?
Hold up! What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Just learned a lot about this guy.
Is that the town over for me?
It is.
What the fuck?
Shout out North Wales.
Hold up. Yeah, it's a bad look for basketball. It's a bad look.
Letting a lacrosse guy come in and
be good.
Yeah, I mean, like, he's obviously not like dominating the NBA, but the fact that he's getting playoff minutes and hitting running hook shots with confidence. Yeah.
I know the Timberwolves, obviously, as Brandon said, like, they have their stinkers and everything. That's got to hurt, though, last night.
Steph goes out early.
Yeah, Steph goes out early. You're just coming off of a dominant series against LeBron and Luka. You have this, like, electric home crowd, and you're letting Pat Spencer get buckets on you. Not a lot, but, the running hook shot, that's you can't come back from that.
The Warriors have good vibes, though. I think it's just good vibes. I think it's
but I mean, it was ugly.
These press conferences, I'm trying to a lot of inside jokes, a lot of yeah.
Did you hear Buddy Hield talk?
The quotation marks thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the first time I ever heard him speak.
Buddy Hield doesn't know what quotation marks are.
Does he not?
Well, he knows what they are, but he doesn't know what they're called.
Okay.
It seems
all
like
right.
yeah, have you ever heard Buddy Hield speak?
I haven't. Well, I'm maybe I have. I don't know if I've heard Buddy Hield speak or not. I've watched a lot of athletes speak.
Definitely haven't.
He played
I haven't
for
heard
the
Buddy
Sixers.
Hield.
I never heard him speak.
Give me what you think Buddy Hield. Give me an idea of what you think Buddy Hield might sound
Buddy
like.
Hield just sounds like quotation marks. What are those?
All right.
I don't know. He sounds like an average guy, just a normal basketball playing guy.
TJ, the quote, he was talking about Jimmy Butler
Buddy Hield sound.
Joy with basketball.
Yeah.
What's it going to sound?
Which was the quote from Miami, right? That
Yes.
Jimmy Butler has lost joy with basketball.
He needs to find his
around
joy.
It was around the time when another joy was in the news.
Yeah.
Memory serves.
It didn't take long for you to be part of the group.
We had to make sure he got his joy back because somehow he lost his joy. We're not going to say where he lost his joy, but somehow he lost his joy.
Why do you keep doing this? Do you even know what these are called? What are they called?
2 fingers. Are we done?
I don't think Buddy Hield sounds.
I like saying, "Are we done?"
Are we done? I don't think Buddy Hield sounds particularly noteworthy. Does he to you, Connor? I've seen other people being like, "Damn, I didn't realize that's what Buddy Hield sounds like," but it doesn't.
Yeah, he's from the Bahamas, right? Isn't he?
Yeah, I think it's very similar to when people first heard Evan talk, like when he went on a podcast or something.
Yeah.
Evan Turner, and they were like, "Wait, what? I didn't know Evan Turner sounded like that." And then it's.
But Evan, ET to me has like a distinct voice at least. Buddy Hield was it really that?
I think it's the fact that I don't
really
think a lot of people realize he's Bahamian.
Oh,
yeah.
So they were like, "Oh, I didn't expect him to have like an accent."
Yeah.
But I know, Buddy Hield's playing great basketball right now for the Warriors.
Yeah,
you can kind of hide. I mean, he's obviously a bigger guard, but you can kind of hide anything if you have Draymond, Jimmy Butler, and Gary Payton's undersized, but he's a great defender. Like if you have those 3 guys, you can kind of hide a lot of, I don't know, bad defenders while you're out there.
Mm-hmm.
They're just playing 5 guards down the stretch and switching everything.
Yeah, and it breaks my brain how they do it. It just I don't know. I keep every time I watch NBA bad, like it's fucking awesome, but it just like breaks my brain that I grew up being taught that you got to like fight over screens and make sure, you know, when a guy's setting a screen on you, fight over it, don't switch it. Switches create mismatches. And then now that's just let's just switch everything.
Yeah.
Just switch everything. We can
switch
just switch everything. Switching everything was lazy. Switching everything was thought of as just like that's what you do in pickup basketball because you don't actually want to give that much effort.
Yeah.
And a screen comes and you just yell switch because you don't actually want to play defense. And then now that's what elite defense looks like. Because guys, they have the ability to guard everybody.
Is the thought process if you switch, it costs you that little second that could create a 3-pointer, or what's the thought process of switching everything? Just everybody can guard everybody now?
Yeah, because if you don't switch, like navigating the screens, it creates like momentary open shots.
Okay.
So like switch everything, you don't get the open shot, but what you might sacrifice is now you have your center guarding the point guard who's now going to pull the ball out, go one-on-one, and break him down. But if you can put 5 guys on the floor that can keep guys in front of them, and the way the game's so perimeter oriented that maybe we are due for the big man you dump it inside to combat this sort of thing. I guess that's kind of what like JJ Redick thought was going to happen with the Lakers. The problem is the Lakers don't have guys that can keep guys in front of them. Mm-hmm. But JJ Redick against the Timberwolves was like, we're going to play Rudy Gobert off the floor, and then that just didn't happen.
Nope.
So maybe there is maybe centers are coming back. I don't know.
If you had a white guy that was like that had the typical 1962 white guy game, but was effective with it and was good, would he be like a gigantic superstar? Like if he came in and he was doing running hook shots like that, and he was getting 16 a game.
Yeah.
And he was chest pat, like, you know, I'm not just talking about the pass, but I'm talking about like
Norman
front
Dale
forward, chest pass,
Norman
make
Dale,
it pop.
Throw your thumbs down.
Everything is very fundamental, very deliberate, very everything.
Could that guy be good?
Yeah, could that guy exist?
I don't know.
I want to see if that guy could exist.
The most fundamentally sound basketball player you've ever seen.
Yeah. It can't be the big fundamental because that's Tim Duncan.
The little fundamental.
Or the mid fundamental. The average, Mr. Average.
Have we talked about Tyrese Haliburton's voice on this show?
I don't think so, but that's also he has two very distinct voices.
Well, I've talked to him in person, so.
Oh yeah, that's right. When you didn't take the belt to.
Yeah, I was in the car.
Yeah,
I was in the car.
Yeah. Instead of promoting the show, you just.
Well, I did get
elbows with celebrities.
I did get him to agree to come on the show.
Oh, that's right. He's supposed to come on the show.
Yeah, and then we just never.
Maybe tomorrow.
Yeah.
Should be able to pull it off. Yeah, I don't see why not.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, they'll be closer than they were yesterday.
It's true.
3 hours away.
Yeah.
Shitty, right?
Why don't you text him right now?
Huh? My phone, the way my phone's set up, it doesn't really the thing. Do you have an ad? The way my phone is, do you got an ad?
Just use your timeout, Brandon.
The way, because my phone.
Sport Clips isn't just where you get a haircut. It's your playbook for looking fresh. Walk in, catch the game, and sit back while the pros in men's hair handle the rest. And when you're done, walk out feeling like you're ready to take on anything. No hassle, no surprises, just a solid cut every time. It's simple, it's easy, and it's made for guys who want to feel like they've got the home field advantage. And if you want to track your real-time wait times, download the app and check in online. Sport Clips, the haircut experience, dialed in for guys. It is a game changer. Sport Clips.
Yes, sir.
Now
anything else with the.
I don't think so. But we gotta do. This is very important. We need to judge the Utah Mammoth rebrand.
Okay.
Have you seen the full package of the Utah Mammoth? So the Mammoth has been it's been suspected for a while. Let's just go ahead and talk about the English language. It's mammoths, right? Is it mammoths or is it mammoth? What is the have they created a new thing where the plural they're making the plural of mammoths, or are they just one mammoth? Or are they one animal?
It's what's the name of the team?
The Mammoth.
The Utah Mammoth.
But is that not the plural of mammoth?
I'm asking.
It's the
But then their logo is the animal.
Right.
Which like if you're saying we're the mammoth, but it's not an animal, it's just an idea.
Right. Well, why would it be an idea if there's an animal called the mammoth?
I don't know. You could just make it an idea. That could just be because it is a.
Can it be an idea if it's already a thing?
It's an adjective, is it not?
Is it like
a mammoth?
Like,
could you not say something's mammoth?
Yeah,
and not be referring to the animal?
Could I say okay? So that's a okay. That ocean over there is mammoth.
Mammoth. Yeah, we're a mammoth hockey club.
Took a mammoth shit in the bathroom.
Just took a mammoth shit, right? Is mammoth an adjective?
I guess anything could be. If I say I took an elephant shit.
When you type in Utah Mammoth, the town or community of Mammoth, the unincorporated community in Utah, that's the first thing that pops up, not the team.
Yeah, because that already existed before this morning.
But I'm saying, are they going for that angle where
I don't think so.
Mammoth is an adjective in the dictionary.
Mammoth is an adjective. So if they were going with the adjective, then don't make the animal.
Well, the animal's the logo, so it's obviously it's got to be the animal if the animal's the logo, right?
That's exactly what I'm pointing out.
Right, exactly.
The logo is also a mountain.
I'm saying.
How's the logo a mountain?
It's confusing.
Wait a second. How's the logo a mountain?
Because of the peaks and the ice caps?
Why the mountain got a penis?
Not a
great logo.
Not a terrible concept of a logo, but not a great logo.
Do they have the
I don't think
crazy breakdown of it?
But I also I've realized I don't like any new logos. I think I think like any expansion team comes like the Kraken put out their and you're just kind of like, all right, it's hard to launch a new thing now.
Go back to the double uniform picture there. Because the black uniform looks pretty sick and awesome and has the logo on it. The white one just still looks like plain, like they don't have any idea what they are.
Yeah.
Why is the white one so plain? That looks like looks like the jerseys for the Utah High School Hockey All-Star Game.
That's the minor league team for the Predators.
That's right.
That's the
Yeah.
Does hockey do that though? Where they do because obviously baseball does that when you wear your road uniforms, you just have the city.
Mm-hmm.
That you're from on them. Does hockey do that? I don't think I've ever.
I don't be knowing.
There's do the Blackhawks wear like a jersey that says Chicago on it?
I don't be
on the road.
No, usually they keep the logos the same on the home and road.
It represents everyone being all in or something like that. My guess is the real reason the plural is kind of awkward to say. Well,
it is true.
Why not pick an animal with a?
There's a huge mess. It's a huge mess.
Now, elephants/mammoths are a wildly underused mascot.
Correct.
And we've talked about underused mascots here a lot. It's a good mascot. It's a bad word to be your team name. Mm-hmm. So you got to figure out a way around that. I don't know how. Maybe you just name it something normal, and then your logo is a mammoth. I don't know, but mammoth is a tough word to say. Mammoths.
Yeah.
That's that. My southern tongue can't do it.
I like the idea of just Utah Hockey Club.
You like that?
I liked it. Yeah, I liked Washington football team too.
Washington
football team is fucking awesome.
I like teams having nicknames and mascots. I don't want to just. I do like Washington football team a lot more than Utah Hockey Club.
I just like the idea of like one team that's just like, we don't care. We're just here to play. We're just here to win.
This is where we're from. This is what we do.
Yeah, we're not here to.
Stole it.
From the Colorado
Mammoth. Oh,
that's a much better
logo. Was a hockey team from Denver? Is this a precursor to the Avs?
Box. That looks like box lacrosse.
Oh, that's lacrosse.
Oh, it's lacrosse. All right.
Why are
a little bit of a stretch in the comments?
Why are the tusks bloody?
Because they just fucking killed their opponents.
Does this team still exist, or no? Colorado Mammoth.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, sure.
They are a box lacrosse?
Have you or do you know anyone that has ever attended a box lacrosse game?
I don't know what box. I didn't know what it was until 30 seconds ago. What are you talking about? What's box lacrosse?
It's indoor. It's essentially indoor lacrosse.
Our boy loves it.
It's arena.
Yeah.
Cody. Yeah. Cody's the number one Buffalo Bandits.
Cody likes box lacrosse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cody was watching the game this weekend, intentionally on purpose.
Don't you dare say Cody doesn't like box lacrosse.
Name one box lacrosse team besides the Mammoth and the Bandits.
The Lizards, is that the New York team, or is that ML?
The Detroit Michiganders.
The Philadelphia Wings.
That's arena football.
Is it?
No, that's Philadelphia Soul.
That's a Soul.
You're thinking of the Philadelphia Flyers.
No, it's a hockey.
They're a hockey club.
Just got a new arena name yesterday.
NHL and LL teams. All right, Albany Firewolves, the Buffalo Bandits, Calgary Roughnecks, Colorado Mammoth.
Oh, Connor's right.
Georgia Swarm, Halifax Thunderbirds, Las Vegas Desert Dogs, Ottawa Black Bears, Philadelphia Wings, Rochester Nighthawks, San Diego Seals, Saskatchewan Rush, Toronto Rock, and Vancouver Warriors.
They have more.
I see that Toronto Rock logo.
There's more of a widespread distribution of these teams than I expected.
Yeah,
they're all over Canada. They got San Diego.
Kind of a weird tilt to it. Like it doesn't go south of like Indy, but it's.
Whoa. Badass.
Oh, that's fucking awesome! Holy shit! Holy shit, dude!
That's sick.
It's Toronto Rock?
Yeah.
Or is it Rock Toronto? That would be an awesome.
Oh.
Rock Toronto.
Yeah,
Come jerseys, dude. Come jerseys.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
that's good shit, man.
I feel like we could just start one of these teams, yeah?
What would we call it? The mostly.
I mean, we have to come up with a good name.
Mostly box.
Mostly box. Done.
The Mostly Box Lacrosse Club.
Yeah.
Mostly box.
Mostly box. Hell yeah.
And the logo could be a box with the word mostly on it.
Saskatchewan Rush has a gigantic goalie.
I'm sorry?
I've seen this guy before. Big fucking dude. They all wear They all wear the pads like that. They wear like full insane armor, but he's a big boy.
Chicago have a team?
No.
Oh man, how close did the Rush get to Chicago? When's their season? Is this a summer
thing? Or I guess we had the Chicago Portagers.
Cody knows. Cody like knows.
This is a different
the Buffalo
league,
Bandits
though.
personally.
Well,
he went to their championship after party one year, I think.
It's a shame we can't get Cody in here.
Yeah.
It's a shame he's not just 10 feet away.
Do we have his
watching
number or
this
something?
show live right now.
Somebody call him.
It's a damn shame.
Use their phone a friend and call him.
So,
playing right now. Not right now, but they're playing currently.
This is our team?
Saskatchewan Rush. Who's the closest to Chicago?
Probably Halifax. Georgia, Halifax, Las Vegas, Ottawa,
Rochester. Is that New York or
no? Midwest
is Rochester, New York, or
gotta be
Minnesota?
Yeah. It's
Minnesota.
Upstate. Why is there no Midwest?
I don't know.
Weird.
There's
No
West,
Midwest.
but not. Why is there
They're all over New York State.
Las Vegas and California, but nothing in the middle of the country?
Huh.
All right. Well, I guess
Cody just texted the group and said box lacrosse is the best sport.
Again, if
Well,
fucking
there's a door right there.
Walk in and talk about it, or
there's a door.
Like,
you open it. You just push. You really just pull the handle down and then push forward, and you'll be in this room.
Only we had some sort of mechanism for which people could chime in on the show.
There's a microphone right over there with a bench. Oh, I have a gift for the bench.
For the bench?
Mm-hmm.
The bench will be pleased, I'm sure.
It's in the car.
All right, he's just not going to come in.
Is he?
Cody? He wants an intro. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Is he on delay? He's on delay, too.
The man.
By max
in
of
the
15
middle.
seconds.
Here he comes. It is Cody.
At guard. 6'6". From Buffalo. What the fuck is going on?
No, he'll say after the show, guys, I didn't know you wanted me on. You didn't ask.
All right, in 3, 2, 1, motherfucking Cody.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Cody.
Hey!
What happened?
What's up?
What do you mean, what's
Did you
up?
sprint in here?
Yeah,
Have you been watching the show?
I'm on a delay, but yeah, I'm here.
So you know what we're talking about.
Box lacrosse is
Where
the
were
best
you?
sport.
Where were you?
At my desk.
How long is the delay?
About a minute.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, about 5 minutes.
TJ, you gotta show these guys the clip. I'll send it to you. I don't know if you have it, but I'm gonna send it to you right now. Send it in the group chat just now. Box lacrosse is the greatest sport that no one knows about. Best atmosphere, small crowds, but it gets loud. They got music. Brandon's sleeping.
They got music?
I'm
trying to put you on.
Am I watching this that you sent me, or is TJ playing
I
it?
think
Okay.
TJ's got it.
Okay.
Sickest goal. This is to send him to the championship.
Oh, we're in the championship?
Third straight.
All right, here we go. He's
Boom.
moving.
Cut. Beat.
Oh!
And it double post. That's
Oh!
bad angle, but hit the 2 posts. Best sound in
He
sports.
didn't seem that excited.
No
That's
way.
just casual for
How many?
my
How
boy
many?
Frazier.
How many guys to a side?
What?
How many guys to a side?
How many guys to a side?
I don't know that.
How many guys are on the field?
How
How did that question trip you up?
How many guys to a side?
6,
It's 6-on-6.
I believe. Goalie and then 5.
Okay.
Yeah, Bandits playing game 1 next Friday.
Name 3 bandits.
Ian McKay, Dane Smith, Josh Byrne,
Hey, that's it.
Chase
done.
Frazier,
You name 4. So
Chris Cloutier.
Right, you're
you name
way
5.
over.
All right.
All right. Well, that's there you go. There's box lacrosse.
Are they going
I
to win
didn't
it
know-
all?
I didn't know it
I'm going to the
existed.
game next week, so I can do a report.
In Buffalo?
Should I bring a sign or something?
You going to Buffalo?
For
Yeah.
the championship?
Game 1 of the finals, yeah.
Yeah, take a mostly sports sign.
Yeah, whatever you want, I can bring. They're also, they sent some gear. They should be here next week.
For everybody or for you?
Pass it along. They sent a care package. I don't know what's in it.
All right.
Good guys, those Buffalo Bandits.
All right. Box lacrosse.
So who's the best team?
The Bandits. They won the last 2. They've been in the last 5 finals. They lost the first 2. They won the last 2, and then they're in for a 3-peat next weekend.
Is there any meaning behind the team name, or is it just alliteration?
Honestly, don't know. I don't know the origin.
Is there
But sick logo.
Is Buffalo a town of bandits or something?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Okay.
World champs. Yeah, there's me with the trophy at
No
the after
way.
party with the boys.
No fucking way.
What?
Yeah, I'm
No
like good
fucking
friends with
way.
a lot of them. They're fucking awesome.
How'd you pull that off? That must be so hard.
That's my college.
That must
that's
that
my
must
college
be
roommate.
so fucking hard to become friends with the.
Wait, that's
Buffalo
your college
Bandits?
roommate?
Yeah, he runs all their socials.
Uh-huh.
So we went to the after party. Good time.
Did you
Fucking love the Bandits, dude.
You get any of these guys in a bacon, egg, and cheese
There's me with
review,
the
or-
ring, championship ring.
What do you got in your?
Are those diamonds?
Yeah, that's the championship team.
Real
ring.
diamonds.
So that's the official ring
Made
from
of
last
coal?
year.
Oh shit! Look
I
at
fucking
that.
love the
Is that the
Bandits.
motherfucking Carrier Dome?
That's the KeyBank Center where the Sabres play.
That's a big crowd.
All right.
Yeah,
I told you he loves.
this is passion. They're the big hat.
I told you he loves it.
Fuck, that's a big hat.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I love that Cody just
Cody's
Cody's got an audience of 0, and he's just pumping this shit out for years. He's just
The Cody lures and
it's unreal. He's got. what are the numbies on that one?
Oh man.
Oh wait, so wait.
Fucking awesome, man. I love it.
In one picture,
Love it,
you did a face reveal, and the other you didn't.
Yeah, I don't know.
8 minutes ago, I didn't know this league existed.
It's
Yeah.
the
3 years
Brandon,
ago, it's the most important thing in his life.
You think hockey fucking rules? You would absolutely love.
Let's go to a game.
A box lacrosse.
When
game.
are they close to Chicago? Never.
No, that's the
S-
unfortunate
seemingly
part.
never.
It's all like really regionally big. It's a lot of Canada.
But the regions
West
are
Coast.
all over
There's
the
nothing
country except
really
here.
close to here. There's no Illinois, no Ohio. So New York, Bend is probably the closest.
Damn.
Or Canada. I don't know which part of Canada is like above us, but
Mm-hmm.
You got to go to Saskatchewan to watch the
Rush.
The Rush.
I love the Rush.
The fucking Rush.
yeah, that's a little
All right.
preview for this upcoming finals. Thank you guys.
Thanks, Cody. Good
All
stuff.
See ya.
Well done.
NLL teams map.
Yeah, they got a team map?
Teams map.
Mm-hmm.
Future of the NLL. What the NLL would look like with 24.
This is
That's not what I want. That's not what I want.
That's not.
That one.
Is this the NLL?
That looks like the real one.
Colorado Mammoth, right?
Wait, what's the
Bandits? It might be the Bandit. No.
what's the outdoor lacrosse league called?
PLO.
ELO.
Oh, PLL. Okay.
How in
That's
the world
dudes.
is there that big of a?
That's Dukes, bro.
Right in the middle is just a big swath of nothing.
Oh, they fucking hate
Did you just-
Chicago.
What?
That's a very coastal elite thing of you to say, Brandon.
I'm just saying. You bring up coastal elites a lot.
Yeah, because you live in Wisconsin, which is one of the coastal elite cities we learned.
That's
yesterday.
right. Yeah.
So you're a coastal elite.
Wisconsin's a state.
Most elite.
Coastal. You're a coastal guy.
You trying to wear cool guy shoes, Ebo?
Yeah, you fuck with them?
Oh shit, are those the Viore?
Yeah, you know Viore?
Damn.
I got my Viore on right
This
now.
is my Viore shoe and my Viore pants.
I got my Viore hoodie on.
All right. Well, I have. Do we have Viore today? Because that would have been a great segue. All right. Well, cool.
You can dress cool like me, Brandon. Just go get some Viore.
Mm-hmm. I'll be as pretty as a picture. which you can put on your Aura frames when you give it to your mom for Mother's Day.
Yep.
Mother's Day gifts can be a little predictable and boring. It's named the best digital photo frame by Wirecutter. Aura frames are guaranteed to mix things up this year. Aura frames, which is right in front of right here, right there. That's an Aura frame right there. Aura frames come with unlimited storage, so you can share as many photos as you want from your mom's phone, from your phone to your mom's Aura frame. Not only will she be grateful it's not another gift card, she'll also love that an Aura frame means she gets to see more of you. Aura has a great deal for Mother's Day. I actually have 2 in my house. I have both I gave to my wife for Christmas. I wasn't smart enough to save for Mother's Day, but maybe I got a third for Mother's Day. Who knows? For a limited time, listeners can save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com to get $35 off plus free shipping on their best-selling Carver mat frame. That's auraframes.com. Promo code MOSTLY. Support the show by mentioning us at checkout. Terms and conditions do apply. What do you? What's your mom doing for Mother's Day, Connor? I'm going to ask everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I have to talk to her about it.
All right, you gonna give her a call?
Yeah, I'll absolutely give her a call. I ideally she'd be out here or I'd be there, but unfortunately, just travel didn't work out. But you guys could see her eventually.
You guys paying attention to soccer? What's going on in the soccer world?
I saw that it lit Twitter up yesterday, but I cannot lie to you and tell you that I paid attention.
Inter Milan beat Barcelona, I think.
Yeah.
Champions League semifinal.
They played 2 crazy games.
Yeah. I didn't watch them. They play like during the day, right?
Yeah, usually
that's the problem.
3 Central, 4 Eastern.
That's what soccer does. It'll just be a random Tuesday at 2:00, and they're playing the most important game in the world.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Like, why don't?
It's almost like their time's different from our time.
Yeah, why don't they care about the Chicago market?
I don't understand.
It doesn't make any sense. They're like they're following the National Lacrosse League's model. And not giving a fuck about us.
They need to play at like 2 a.m. local time for us.
But yeah, what happened? Can we figure that out on the fly?
Let's see.
We got Arsenal today.
Was it Inter?
It was
Inter Milan and Barcelona.
Inter was up 2-0 at half. They conceded 2 very quick goals out of half. Then gave up a late goal to go down 3-2. That'd be 6-5 on aggregate.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's important. And then in stoppage time, stoppage time they scored.
Was it?
They tied at 3.
Now let me ask you this:
extra time.
Was it absolute scenes?
It was madness.
It was.
Was it a movie?
At Barcelona or in Milan?
It's a great question.
Yeah. Was it at Camp Nou?
It was. I believe they play the UCL semis neutral.
Or was it? Oh, they do. I thought they did.
I thought it was home and home.
I thought it was
that
2 legs.
Sounds way more accurate, actually.
Yeah.
Just don't know how.
I think it's a home and home.
That sounds far more accurate.
How do American soccer fans figure out their way in? I've always wanted to get in, but how do you figure out the way in when you? I'm going to be a Premier League fan now, but also they're also playing Champions League right now, and Champions League is a different league, but the Premier League team is the one I'm rooting for. I'm going to root for the Premier League and the Champions League, and I don't. And there's also this league now that we're doing the FA Cup, and we're going to stop and do the FA Cup, and we're going to stop and do this. How do you get in?
You just watch it. You just turn it on and watch it. And
the Champions League
see where it takes
is like the top teams from all of the European leagues play in that. So like the top Spanish teams play, and the top Italian teams play, and the top British teams play, and the top German teams play. They all send teams to the Champions League.
I know that.
Okay.
What's your question?
How do you get in?
Like, how do you find yourself being emotionally invested?
Correct.
Yeah, I've never understood.
How do you create that out of thin air?
Yeah, I've never.
It's the same as I guess what you're doing with hockey, you know.
But I live here. I didn't do. I moved here, and if I moved to England, I might be able to do it. But I don't know how you do it from.
Well, you don't have to like pick a team. I don't know. I don't watch much from soccer as much as I used to, but you just watch it. I don't know. I didn't really have like a team. You just watch it enough. You start finding players you like, players you don't.
But connecting to the Blackhawks helped me get into the NHL schedule, and I would know. I would watch them play on Sunday night, and all right, the next game's Wednesday, next game's Thursday after that. I know that. Soccer, I don't have the connection to care about what happens past what I'm watching on the screen.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm a bad fan.
Sounds like you might just might not like soccer. It might just be. I think the issue might be the soccer part of it.
But when the World Cup comes around, I watch every single game.
Yeah.
So explain that to me.
Why don't they just do the World Cup constantly?
Why is the whole sport made of the World Cup?
Just nonstop World Cup.
Brandon, are you aware of Yamal?
Future.
He's 17. He's on Barcelona. He's like
young goat,
legit young goat.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm not aware of him at all.
Check out Yamal.
There was genuine concerns about the labor laws in Germany or something. Zaw was talking about that, like because he's under 18, they might not be able to let him play more than a certain amount in 24 hours or something like that. Like they might have to take him. They've had to take him off the field because of labor laws because he's under 18.
Huh.
There's you should go check it out. There's video of him at like 12 years old playing like 18U, and you're like, this is literally a child, and everyone else is an adult. And he's just like running circles around them.
I fucking love soccer highlights. I fell into a Ronaldo rabbit hole, the real Ronaldo, R9 Ronaldo. Mm-hmm. I fell into that rabbit hole the other day, and I was watching just Ronaldo highlights for hours. He was so good, and then he got really fat, which made it funny. And made me like him even more.
I like fat people.
All right, this is
and that's talking soccer.
A discussion going nowhere.
Arsenal versus PSG today.
That's right.
Arsenal down 1-0 on aggregate. They need at least one.
Paris Saint-Germain.
Mm-hmm.
I know that one.
I like Liverpool.
What would you sound like if you were a band from there?
Oh, I'm the Beatles. Oh, I'm John and Paul. I'm the Beatles. Out of the batty.
All right. If soccer doesn't do it for you, Brandon, can I try Oklahoma 3A girls golf?
Yes. Now we're talking.
Could I?
Now we're talking.
Can I try the 3A state championship in Oklahoma girls golf?
Is it Miss?
I, as you know, I love watching Oklahoma 3A girls golf every year.
I know. I tried to show Mark a clip from Oklahoma 4A golf, and he said
I wasn't interested.
No.
I only watched 3A. Admittedly, life has become pretty hectic for me.
Yeah.
And we got a baby on the way, and all sorts of doctor's appointments, all sorts of shit. I've been thrown off my game a little bit. I did not get a chance to watch. I was just wondering if we could maybe look up who won the state championship.
Of Oklahoma
3A girls golf.
Girls golf. Yeah, we could look that up. I mean, I don't.
Because it's something I'm very interested in every single year.
I mean, I hate using the show for that, but I understand your passion and things in the way of your passion. So yeah, we can look that up right now.
I would love to.
Yeah, here it is.
All right, so congratulations to Beans Factor.
Beans Factor won the Oklahoma 3A girls golf individual state championship. Wow.
Look at her.
Love it.
Wow.
Good for her.
How about that?
Beans Factor.
Why?
Huh?
Why do they have? Why is it 3A? Individual.
How many A's did Indiana have?
4. I understand the classification of schools. What I'm asking specifically about this instance is that it is an individual sport.
Yeah.
Why do we need?
I think they still.
It's still team based.
They have 6A through 2A.
But why?
Wait, they don't have a single A?
So the concept of the A's is that you have a pool. Our school has a pool of 100 people to choose from. Your school has a pool of 6,000.
Right.
That's not fair when we put the teams together and play football. If we're trying to figure out who the best golfer in the state is, and it's one individual versus one individual, why do we need the?
Well, they probably do.
Why do we need
the problem is there's an individual state champion and a team state champion.
Yeah, no, but they probably do an overall. They probably do an overall, like this person won the whole event, but they do break down into classifications because there's definitely going to be more skilled golfers in 6A than 1A, right?
Yeah,
not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
It's more likely.
Yeah, but if there's 5,000 kids in 6A and there's 500 kids in 1A, that stands to reason.
But it's all you need is one.
Right.
All you need is one. So why don't we? I don't know.
Yeah. I'm sure there's an overall. In Mississippi, they do an overall championship. This is how it ended up, but we break them out. This person was the best scorer from the 3A schools. This person was the best scorer from the 2A schools. Yeah, that makes some sense, I think. But Beans Factors, that's all that matters today. This is Beans Factors Day, and it's nobody else's day.
Congrats to her.
I want her to be the only state champion is what I'm saying.
Mm.
I'm saying, like, why are we limiting her ability?
Okay, so I'm pulling it up.
What if she wasn't the only champ? What if she was finished 9th, but she was the highest 3A?
Okay.
Yeah.
According,
that doesn't make any sense.
Put her in the champions
for an individual sport to have.
The Junior Golf Association has her ranked as the 8th best golfer in the state.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
She's top 1,200 in the country. She is second in her grad year behind Sophia Leffler.
Wow.
How's Feline Poot doing?
Harlow Gregory, class of 2028, is in the top 400.
Really?
And Beans Factor, of course, is going to be playing golf at Manhattan next year.
Mm-hmm.
Is that correct? Wow, Oklahoma girl going to Manhattan.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Big time.
It's going to be interesting.
Where do you play golf in Manhattan?
Jersey.
I don't know.
That doesn't make...
We just play mini golf. It's
Yeah.
funny of Manhattans.
Mm-hmm.
They just have like a par 3. You ever played a par 3 with like a bunch of nets everywhere?
Yeah.
Those are fun.
Mm-hmm. I haven't played a par 3 with a bunch of
like-
nets everywhere. I played a par 3.
Oh. You ever seen one that's like they just threw a golf course smack into like a really busy area, so they had to put a bunch of nets up to get the balls in.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And then the whole point is like we don't want the balls to go over the nets,
Mhm.
obviously, but then by putting the net there, my mind is like I got to play it off the net.
I must.
So
use
now
the
I'm gonna actually hit balls at the net, whereas if the net wasn't there, I would have not hit it in that direction.
But if the net wasn't there, everybody else would probably just hit it off the golf course and kill people.
Smoke, just hit driver.
Kill people in the face.
74-yard hole and you're hitting driver.
The Cowboys have traded for George Pickens.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a good trade for the Cowboys.
Yeah.
The Steelers generally have a good sense of when a wide receiver is done. Like they got rid of Antonio Brown at the right time and Juju and all those other guys. I feel like Pickens never really got to his ceiling there. I think Pickens has a wide receiver 1 ceiling and he never got there. Is that a crazy thing? I think with Dak's at least, Dak can put up numbers in the regular season. He can throw for 4,500 yards, 5,000 yards. This is great for the Cowboys, I think.
Yeah.
3rd round pick is all that cost them?
There were rumors as soon as the Steelers got DK Metcalf that they were looking to maybe then move off of Pickens, and it took a couple months, but now we got it. And for Dak, his only target last year was CD.
Yeah.
So now you add George Pickens into the mix, makes the offense a little bit more dynamic. They still need a lot of help.
Still need a running back.
At running back, yes. The O-line isn't as good as what it used to be all those years ago, so it's not solving everything, but it definitely makes them more dynamic than what they have been.
What'd their draft look like?
They drafted the guard from Alabama at 12, I think. Booker, I believe is his name.
Mm-hmm.
So they went. I don't know if they got a running back. I can't remember what they did after the guard.
They got Jaden Blue in the 5th round
from Texas
at running back.
Yeah, that's not great.
No.
Yeah. So they need a guy at running back, and I don't know that you're going to get one at this point.
Yeah, waiting till the 5th round to take a running back.
But maybe they thought they didn't need one. Maybe they thought they're smarter than us.
That's what Jerry likes to think a lot, and it hasn't really panned out for him.
Folks, if you love Mexican Star Wars, you're going to love Mexican NASCAR. That's just a fact. Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez is the crown jewel of the NASCAR Mexico Series. Tight corners and fast straights push drivers to their limits with door-to-door battles all race long. Anything can happen in Mexico City where bold moves and dramatic finishes are part of the show. The fan experience is electric with passionate crowds, nonstop energy, and a celebration of motorsports culture. Tickets are going fast, so lock yours in now at NASCAR.com and don't miss the excitement. Feel the adrenaline in Mexico City. Get your NASCAR Cup Series ticket now for edge-of-your-seat racing action. Secure your seat today at NASCAR.com. Got to get down to Mexico City. I've never been. Never been to Mexico City. Would love to.
Elevation, right?
Love to get down there. Yeah, elevation. That's right.
Sea level Cain Velasquez. That used to be a UFC thing.
Yeah.
Cain Velasquez was really good at sea level, really bad at elevation.
I always had a dream, I guess. That's probably overstating it, to go to a U.S.-Mexico soccer game in Mexico City. But then not great stories from
yeah, that's also
the rivalry. It's like a rivalry that, like, me as a U.S. soccer fan, I'm like, yeah, that's pretty fun, Mexico, USA. And then apparently, like, the Mexicans see it a little more. They care a little more than we do, I think. That's the way I would describe it.
That's also too attainable of a goal to be a dream, right?
Yeah.
You can just go.
That's kind of what I'm saying. It feels like maybe. No.
Do you remember the school I showed you yesterday from Tacoma, Washington?
That's right, yeah.
I have one. I've been handed one that might rival that school. Oh, good, Blevin. You're here. You're crossing somebody off.
Blevin might be in trouble with his teams, by the way.
I have two things. Number one is this school. Can you Google image search for me Ransom Everglades School? Ransom, like I've kidnapped someone. Ransom Everglades School. And if you remember the school we did yesterday from the 10 Things I Hate About You, this might be as good of a school as that one. I've never heard of Ransom Everglades School. We'll get to you in just a second, Blevins, if you'll just chill out for a second.
All right, here we go. Ransom Everglades.
No, there, that's the kind of picture I want right there. But if you X out of the main preview here, you'll see a little bit more. So there's that picture. Yeah, that's actually the picture I wanted. So it's also right by water. It has the football field.
The football field right by the water, yeah.
And there's other pictures of the football field by the water, and I'm not seeing it for some reason. But look at this school. That's pretty sick, right?
That's pretty sick.
That's a pretty sick fucking school. They got the tennis courts. They got the Olympic-sized pool.
I need more.
There we go.
I need more of the building, though.
Yeah.
Where's the?
There's a modern style building there, and then you see it's a great school. It doesn't have. That's pretty awesome. It's pretty good, right? Pretty good school. I mean, it's not as physically imposing as.
I like that. Like obviously the location's awesome. I'm saying the other one was like a castle.
Yeah. This one is a modern castle.
This is the Miami version. Yeah, that was Seattle Castle.
But this is sick. Yeah, I mean this is.
Yeah.
This reminds me of Brownsburg a lot.
In what way?
It's a high school.
Yeah. Now there we go. Yeah. Here we go. Now we're talking.
You got it. Can you kick an extra point to the? Is that the ocean?
I think it would have been
the ocean, right?
Is that a nice? Yeah, probably the ocean.
That's probably the ocean.
It might be a bay, some sort of bay. All right.
A 52-yard walk-off field goal into the oce's got to be one of the best.
And then everybody jumps in the water to celebrate.
No way you're kicking a 52-yarder into the ocean.
Oh, sorry, I got belief in the kid.
What do you got? Like you get a bunch of kids in kayaks out there, like Barry Bonds when in McCovey Cove, waiting to catch the game-winning kick.
Blutman, I have my sexy list. Would you like to hear my sexy list?
Yeah, sure.
The NHL had the Four Nations, and then they had the Goal Chase. They've had a sexy year. They've had an appealing year for the casual hockey fans, correct? Mm-hmm. Here are I firmly believe the NHL in this moment, there are certain teams, they'd rather not win the Stanley Cup. They're just not as sexy as the others, okay? Are you ready for the sexy list? Mm-hmm. The least sexy team that could win the Stanley Cup that's still left, who do you think it is?
From your point of view, the Winnipeg Jets.
No, it's the Canes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay,
it's Carolina. Golden Knights are 7.
Okay.
Panthers are 6 because they're really good, but and a repeat would be cool, but at the end of the day, hockey in Florida, it doesn't really blow everybody's skirt up, even though they're doing well. Stars are 5. The Jets, being a Canadian team, are 4th because they're a Canadian team.
You gave the Canadian team a little extra oomph.
Yeah. The Capitals with right off the heels of the Ovi thing, 3, and then the Oilers getting McDavid his would be 2, and the sexiest team for the NHL to win would be the Toronto Maple Leafs. Do you agree with that? It's either Oilers or the Leafs, right?
Yeah, I think Leafs 1, Oilers. I think I'd almost put Caps.
I would put Caps up.
Okay,
I think Ovechkin getting another Stanley Cup in the year that he broke Gretzky's record is best case scenario.
See, that's why we're discussing it.
I think Caps would be 1, Leafs 2, Oilers 3, Stars 4. I think you have Winnipeg too high. You're saying people don't care about the hockey in Florida. People don't care about the hockey in Manitoba. That's just the worst part of Canada. That's just igloos.
You're giving them
stuff.
no
offense to Manitoba.
Well, you just insulted them. How do you say no offense?
Because I'm saying how Canadians view Manitoba is how Americans view Florida. Polar opposites. Polar opposites. They're cold. We're hot. You know.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
They get a little bit of a Canada bump from Brandon, but then there should be like a pull down,
a drag
by being Manitoba.
I would probably put Stars 4, Panthers 5.
I love Manitoba. I think it's one of the most beautiful areas of Canada.
Yeah, you do, because Brandon, Manitoba, the Brandon Wheat Kings.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
Correct.
And I knew that too.
I hate Winnipeg. Was my least favorite city I've been to in Canada.
Why is that?
It was just bleak.
Yeah.
It was bleak. I was driving around looking for things to do, and I was like, this is bleak. And then everyone said go to Lake Winnipeg, which isn't even in Winnipeg. It's like fucking away. It's over there.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, where's the lake? And they're like, it's over there.
The scene
It's that way.
The scene after they won Game 7 looked exactly what people think a like BYU's campus would look like after a Week 4 win in football.
Okay.
Which is underwhelming.
So I have the Jets too sexy.
What you're saying. Underwhelming.
I think you have the Jets way too sexy, yes.
Okay. So Stars are sexier?
Yes. Florida, Vegas. I have the Jets at 7.
The Canes definitely are the least.
Correct.
There's nothing sexy
Correct.
about them.
Correct.
Okay. All right. Any other thoughts? The Golden Knights blew it last night, huh?
Yeah, either Marash or Colton's at fault. One of the two. We're not sure who. We'll have to do some investigating.
The ones
there.
that work here?
Yeah, they were on my stream. Marash left after the second period, but Colton got upgraded to his seat, which one of them's at fault. I, for the first time in my life doing this challenge, feeling a bit depressed. I feel in trouble.
This is the first time you've been depressed over a challenge, or is this the first time you've ever been depressed?
Depressed about the challenge.
Okay.
I suppose depressed first timer.
Welcome.
Do you need any advice on how to get through it?
Yeah, my teams need to win. There's no advice to be
Well,
had.
I can't help you
can't
with that.
control the outcome.
Why did you do this to yourself?
Because people just say things in this world and they don't put any stakes behind it.
Yeah, but why? I mean, as you were doing it, we said you're eliminating way too many teams.
I eliminated the right number of teams. This is supposed to be difficult.
So lay out to us what went wrong and where you're in trouble here.
It all started. The Mikko Rantanen takeover really just killed me.
Okay.
Games 5, 6, 7.
But I thought the Stars were on your list, aren't they?
That can't win it.
They can't win it?
Yeah.
Well, that was dumb.
He's also got
It's
the
not because I don't think the Boer system could win it. But then Mikko woke
dumb.
up. The Mikko stuff is fascinating, by the way, if you look into it.
Mikko Rantanen.
Yes.
Who got traded from the Avs to the Canes to the Stars during the season.
Yes. To try and sum it up quickly, Colorado was offering him 11-3. What?
I just summed it up very quickly.
No. I meant the in-depth stuff.
Okay.
Colorado was offering him 11-3. Mikko's camp wanted 13. Big difference. Mikko was willing to come down to Mikko's camp was willing to come down 12-5. Avs were willing to go up to 11-6.
Is this?
Mikko walks into the front office, says, "I'll take 12. I'll stay here for 12." 72 hours later, he's a Carolina Hurricane. He's depressed.
So it was $400,000.
Correct. He's depressed in his. This is what is rumored to be the 400,000. He's depressed. His play is affected in Carolina. He's miserable. The Canes realize, this guy doesn't want to be here. We just gotta get where we can. 2 spots: Toronto, Dallas. Toronto was making a big time offer without Marner. Everyone thought Marner would have to be in it, but Mikko says, "Send me a Dallas because I want for not just this season, not just next season, for the rest of my career. I want to make the Avalanche know they made a mistake.
Wow.
I'm their worst nightmare. I want to make them feel the pain." And he had not done much in Carolina or Dallas all season. And then games 5, 6, 7, he was unbelievable. The player that we all know Mikko to be.
Wow,
pretty cool.
$400,000.
Yeah, $400,000 difference cost the Avalanche a chance at the Cup. Pretty pathetic, if you ask me. Fireable offense now.
Yeah. And he was. You think at the time? What was the reaction at the time when they traded him? They were like, "Why? How are you letting this guy go?"
Everyone understood because there was just the thought that they weren't going to be able to re-sign him.
Yeah,
we didn't know it was down to $400,000.
Yeah, you thought they were like way off on the numbers. Yeah,
and he's McKinnon's best bud, so you think maybe you do your captain
who's the guy making these these calls?
This is on their
for
GM and then Sakic,
what's his name?
Their president. Their GM, I'm blanking on.
Give me. Who's the Nico Harrison of the Avs? We gotta.
It's either Joe Sakic, however you want to pronounce it.
That's tough.
Who's their president, correct, or the GM?
That's tough because he's like he's
royalty.
He's royalty to that. Chris McFarland, is this the fall guy?
Yeah, that's the GM.
This is the guy we gotta.
All right.
Get his head on a spike.
Tough. I mean, and McCann after Game 7 was like, it's tough losing to a team who doesn't have their best forward, their best defenseman. But what else do you want from us? What else can we do?
Question for Blutman: is he at all concerned that he is the only person left with a pancake and a waffle team?
Oh wow!
Because that's a major issue.
Waffles. I feel like
all we have left for waffles are you with the Pacers and him with the. Or I guess Connor has the Cavs and the Knicks.
I gotta say, with the waffles, I mean, Connor already ate the waffles.
It's kind of been done.
It's been done.
Yeah.
But the pancakes hasn't been done.
I think we can maybe just punt on the waffles.
Yeah, I don't think the waffles is worth doing myself.
Nah, if my waffles teams well,
we can replace. If Mark does it, we can replace 40 waffles with like 40 M&Ms.
M&Ms, yeah, $40. I'll eat $40.
$40,000.
No, the Pacers are going to win. So it'll be the 40 most delicious waffles I've ever had.
Who's my team?
TJ and Liam are the only people with teams left. Liam has the Hurricanes and TJ has the Oilers.
But Canada doesn't win anything.
So it's just Liam.
That's why I picked them.
Yeah, but the Canes just outshot the Capitals by maybe 56 last night and barely won over.
So you're worried?
I'm completely fine.
Nutrafol is the #1 selling hair growth supplement brand with over 1.5 million people seeing thicker, fuller, faster-growing hair with less shedding. Nutrafol's hair growth supplements are physician-formulated using 100% drug-free ingredients. Nutrafol men's hair growth supplements are clinically proven to improve hair growth and quality. Get hair growth results you can trust. For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off your first month subscription and free shipping when you go to Nutrafol.com. Enter the promo code MOSTLY. Get $10 off your first month subscription, free shipping when you go to Nutrafol.com. Enter the promo code MOSTLY. Do you want to?
And that was the Nutrafol timeout?
That was timeout. Everything I just said.
Is this funny, Blutman?
Mm-hmm.
You tell me.
Yep.
Ohio woman arrested after her pet raccoon is found with her meth pipe.
Yeah. There's something about the rodents and the drugs always hit.
This is a common story that you see.
Yeah,
it is.
The rodents and the drugs.
We have the picture of the mouse smoking a joint.
That's right. That's right.
That stuff always hits.
I'm Officer Brandon, Springfield Township Police Department.
Okay, stop it, Josh. How are you?
So the reason I stopped you is you are suspended with a warrant for your arrest.
I am?
So do me a favor, turn off the car, put the keys up on the dash, detain you for that warrant, and because you are suspended actively. Oh. Hey.
What?
Come here.
Hello?
The raccoon has her meth pipe.
As what?
Oh my God.
Her meth pipe. He's playing with the meth pipe right now. No, don't reach for it. That's evidence now.
Oh, I don't want him to have that.
That's why I'm going to do it.
This cop's voice is hilarious to me.
I love a cop having a laugh.
Yeah.
Okay, you're on Arlington. He'll be here in 2 minutes. I'm right across.
Cop's got the voice of like a kindergarten teacher.
Yeah.
He's got the meth pipe.
Oh, look at that. This is what she's smoking meth in.
Well, I'll be.
The raccoon's playing with her meth pipe.
Oh, goddamned. Would you look at that?
Oh, there's no way. He's trying to smoke it.
All right.
Wait till I tell the boys back home.
There's no way.
Cop having the time of his life.
All right. Enough fun and games.
Enough fun. You're going to prison.
That raccoon has to go to jail.
Enough fun. Now put your hands up on the fucking.
Get on the fucking.
Get on the fucking ground.
Mark Titus.
What?
That's a contender for one of the best clips of the year.
Oh yeah?
That's a clip of the year type deal.
We should
clip of the year.
We should do that.
The Blutman Awards.
The Bloodies.
The Bloodies, dude. The funniest things you saw all year.
Yeah. That's a summer idea.
Again, rodents and drugs.
The Blutman
It's
Awards.
just hand in hand.
Always hits.
Rodents and drugs.
Always hits.
All right, that's the show. We'll be back tomorrow. See you guys.
That's how ball's done.
2 for 2 success rate.
Good shirt, Blutman.
Thanks.